G'day guys, thanks for joining us at another little jetty fishing adventure down here at Port Victoria on the Yorke Peninsula. Today we've largely come out for squid. We're not exactly sure what to expect because there has been this large algae bloom impacting fishing in South Australia. I've got my Inku eggy rod with the nasty 2500 reel. We're going to flick for some squid. So let's get into it. It's really quite sunny and bright today, so we're going, as we always do, for the Inku Squid Tackle Jigs. Because it's so bright, we're going to go for the Glow Tiger. Not sure if I bought any of my favourite secret sauce, the S Factor. I can't see any, so that's a bit of a problem. I'll probably keep looking throughout the day and hopefully I'll eventually find some. What I'm going to do on my TT Red Belly with the ITX Akuma reel is just put on the little shallow diver. So if we do happen to get a school of Tommies coming through, that's a little cavvy lure we'll use to try and get one or two Tommies if they start to school up. We'll just put that on here. Might even just give this a flick and just see how we go. It's probably not the right season, I don't think, for snook, but a snook could certainly take it as well. There it is, swimming in the water. Looks good. Actually, the little bait fish that are around, which sort of match this perfectly, are good. I don't think we've got any Tommies of that around, so we'll put that behind you for the time being. And we will just give this a good flick. See if we can't entice a squid or three. But yeah, I haven't been fishing for really a month or so. You probably haven't seen a video for probably 2 months or so. Maybe there'll be one before this, but in real time. It's been, I don't know, it's been an era of being busy, but also making excuses, I guess. And as I've said before in my videos, it's really started to impact my mental health again. So listening to Gary Vaynerchuk, who some of you may know, he sort of was a reel that said to me yesterday, if you're not happy, stop doing what you're doing and do something else. So I haven't been fishing, so here I am back out there fishing. And already I feel good, like just out here with the water. It's all nice and calm. Good to be chatting with you guys again, so don't dismiss it. I've said in previous videos, you just got to prioritise it, which I usually haven't had a challenge in doing, but last few weeks I have. It's been super busy at work. We've been hitting some really good goals, which is great. Just been letting it consume me, I guess, a bit. Be great to see a school of Tommies come around. There's a few little tiny squid marks on the jetty. I'm not expecting too much early on in the video. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and high tide is for 7 p.m. So we're about 5 hours before high tide. So probably in a couple of hours things will start moving and the squid should start coming on. Yeah, having said that, it is very good squidding conditions by the looks of it. Wind is just coming sort of from over your left shoulder as you're watching it. It's very slight. You wouldn't even notice it, to be honest. Just keep fanning the cast, I guess, and keep working it.
Action, do you?
Oh, absolutely. Hopefully.
Got a smile?
Always.
Camera?
Always, mate. I'm actually surprised to see so many people here on a Monday. Thought it might have been a bit quieter. It is sort of the weekend where it is sort of a good weekend, well, Monday, and good tides just before the dodge, apparently, that I was reading on Facebook. We've got tons of little whitebait out here, but doesn't seem to have the Tommies or anything. Even a garfish would be fine to try and catch for a teaser. That's fishing. Just enjoy the day. I'm going to try the pink glow. See if the pink, I guess, is something I haven't seen much of and might be interested in. Oh, there it is, coming out the packet. So yeah, really nice bright colour, perfect for the sunny day today. Give it a whirl. Just breathing in that salty air. Feel it calming the body. I've basically turned my phone off, or put it away, turn it off, don't want to hear it. It's definitely, you know, the type of conditions you want. Nice and sunny, clear water, not a lot of wind, but there is water movement. I think what I might do is, even though I don't have a Tommy teaser, is still throw some teasers out just with, I think that's weed. Yes, just caught myself on the bottom there, got a bit excited, a little bit of weed. What I'm going to do is still put the squid jags out just on a float. Who knows, it's annoying because I don't have the S factor, but I still might get one. I know where there is S factor, on my bedside table. Doesn't do much use for you when it's there and you need it out here. I haven't seen anything caught thus far, so as I said earlier, we're a bit early. Might just have to wait for the conditions to the tide really start moving. So yeah, let's get some other jigs on and get these floats out. You put a blue out there. Just for something completely different, we'll put the Inku Flash jigs out there. So that's the pink and that's the blue, and we'll put them on the floats and see what we can do. I'm actually just going to throw them out over here, given the wind's going that way. Well, I might put one out that way and one out that way, see how we go. So that trace is about as tall as me, which is about 1.8 metres. We'll put that one out this side and keep an eye on it. We've certainly got the bait fish out and about the place in our burley trail. So got that trace about the same length, and we'll put him over behind you. Follow me. And while we're waiting, I guess we'll now that we have got some more burley out there, we might try the little shallow diver again. So it looks like the tide's coming in because that float's sort of going to the left towards the jetty rather than going out that way, which is the wind direction. So what I'm going to do, I've already thrown one over this side. We'll throw the other one and keep an eye on that as well. I think traditionally we tend to get more squid from the northern side of the Port Victoria Jetty, but yeah, put it in the comments below what you think. I think there's a bit more weed and stuff out that way, so we might move you guys over to that side and we'll give that a bit more of a fish as well, or a bit more of a squid. There's definitely a lot more weed around this way, so we'll give it a crack. I think we're definitely going to go over the other side because those floats are definitely moving sort of that way. So we'll bring them in. Oh, might have a squid, guys. That float looks like it's under. So what's important here is that I keep constant pressure on, and we do. The Inku Flash has done the trick. Just got to keep that pressure on. I don't want to lose him at the last minute here. And that is on a hand line. with the Inku flash. There we go there, guys. That's on the blue flash. I think it's actually the first time I've actually caught one on a jig on the hand line. Oh, he's just squirted at me a bit there. We're going to get a nice photo of him. There we go, guys. Not a huge squid, but a good eating size, and hopefully a sign of things to come. Yeah, he liked that on the Inku blue flash, which is good. Let's get him out there again. Hopefully there's another one out there. There's about out there. Gives me a little bit of an impetus to start casting again for the squid. So yeah, I think that's the first squid we've seen caught today, since we got here at about 1 o'clock, 1:30, and it is now 3 o'clock. So we've been here about an hour and a half, so really we can't complain too much. We've only just sort of started getting into it. The burley is doing its thing. There's a good slick going out there. And again, something probably a little bit different, that blue flash, probably not a squid jig they've probably seen a lot of, the squid out this way. So it's always good to throw colours that not everyone else is using. That salmon oil is coming out of that burley bucket really well. I can see Snook down there again. Oh, and he just had a crack at my jig. So let's switch up to the plastic. He just gave that pink jig a big boof. He's coming up to it. I don't know what it is. Could be salmon, actually. Oh, there is some bigger salmon down there for sure. I don't know what they are.
I really didn't know what these were. Were they salmon, snook, or maybe strongies? Leave a comment below.
They could be snapper. They almost look like snapper. They're definitely bopping the... There, you got one. Oh, had one. Alright, well, no point chasing fish that you can't catch. So lady down there's just caught a decent cuttlefish. So who knows? These cephalopods might be starting to fire up. It's been really slow. Again, I guess patience. High tide's not for another few hours, I think. 7 o'clock. Yeah, that wind has sort of switched around. It's coming from the shore now, which is always a bit, was coming that direction, now it's coming that direction. Again, the water is just so clear. Even without my polarized glasses, I can see to the bottom. Not sure if you can on the camera, but I certainly can. Kind of need more than one squid, don't we, guys? One small medium squid doesn't feed too many. As that sun starts to head down, hopefully they turn up and turn on. It's got to start happening soon, guys. Got to start happening soon. Where am I, mate? Thought it was the bottom, but I felt the poo. This might be a cuttly. Small one, if it is. No, it's a squid. So I want to get him caught up. You can see the parabolic of that rod, and I had no issues whatsoever with my confidence in bringing him up. So that's another one on the Inku Glow Pink, on the Inku Eggy rod. Pretty cool. Right on the crown, medium size, nothing huge. So yeah, just took a photo of him, and yeah, not a bad size. So I'm hoping as that sun starts to set that we're going to start seeing a few more, which would be lovely. But what I did, again, what I wanted to show you was the bend on that rod, the parabolic, I think that's what they say. Because it was really, just did the drag up. I'll undo it a bit now. But I did that drag up and just pulled it up, and no concerns whatsoever with the strength of the rod to be able to pull it up. So we've cast it out exactly into the same area, hoping that there might be another one. Didn't seem to have a follower. I wasn't pulling it in all that quickly. I was going to say I was half between thinking I'd scored the bottom again and half that it was a squid, but you know, once you feel it pulling back on you, you know it's not the bottom. And we got it on camera. We got a couple of photos for our friends at Inku Squid Tackle. Don't forget, if you want to try out this Inku gear, highly recommend it. I've been using it well before I was ever supported by them. For a good 12 months. inkusquidtackle.com.au. Use code MATSFishing, all one word, MATTSFISHING. MATSFishing is the discount code for Inku Squid Tackle, and you'll get 10% off store-wide. Really fast delivery, shipped out of Melbourne. Generally, I find if I order on a Monday, it's definitely there by Friday in Adelaide. So there are some squid out here. Another 2 I'd be happy with. That'd be sort of a reasonable feed for Catherine and I. Haven't had fresh squid since probably, since Coffin Bay, about a month ago. And there's another one, guys. Yeah, just pulling him out of that little spot there. This is kind of weird. He's spinning. Oh, this is a little cuttley. Surely it is, because looks like he's got a short, stubby body. Yeah, that's a cuttlefish. But again, no problems pulling him up. It's tiny. Tiny little cuttlefish. Plenty of them have... Oh, well, if you stop grabbing onto it, buddy. Plenty of them have ended up on the beaches dead in the last few weeks, so don't mind throwing him back. He can live another day. But yeah, there's definitely, looks like the bite is coming on, which is fantastic. Didn't put up much of a fight. Normally they're a bit more aggressive than that. Would have been nice if it was another squid, but we're out here, and I haven't been out here, as I said, for about a month, so it's nice. Really, really don't realise how much you miss it until you start getting crotchety at home and not wanting to get out of bed some days, wondering about what's going to go on today, what's going to go wrong. I don't know if you can see him, he's just scooting back down there. I think he got a bit of a shock when he landed in the water, but he's scooting right down to the bottom again. Hopefully he doesn't jump on my jig again. But the pink glow does the trick. I was sort of hoping, like, and I guess it was a bit optimistic, hoping for like a reasonable bag out today. Like, what I'm going to do now is actually change jigs. So these jigs have been out there a while. The conditions have changed. So I'm going to actually try the gold runner because it's really good this time of night. It gives off really cool gold flecks. I guess in this sort of waters, it can really look like a baby King George whiting or a King George whiting, which obviously, we know the squid enjoy eating those. And the other advantage of swapping to this is I can feel it's already still got some S factor on it from a previous outing, which will mean if a squiddly diddly does come along, it should hang on to it fairly well. So let's get this out there. And we'll bring this one in too. And what I might do is put a Dyna white on this one, which is just the plain white. If I can actually wind it in. Come on, Maddie. Just get it in. And again, another one that's got still some S factor on it is the Rainbow Magic, and you can see that's been chewed up a little bit over the few times that I've used it. because they love jumping on it and staying on it when they can taste the S factor. I'm going to put that down over this side just so we're spreading out our options. And yeah, so that was the Rainbow Magic. I said I was going to put Dynamite on. I'll put Dynamite on this one. Maybe. Oh, keep pricking myself with it. Let's go. Let's catch some more squid. So we've been here about nearly 3 hours. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like it's just sort of, I don't know, just that feeling you get when you're fishing. Things have changed a little bit, perhaps for the worse, to be honest. Just feels a bit quiet. There's bugger or water movement. So I've just let out the rest of that burley and it's literally going nowhere. Thanks for joining us jetty fishing at Port Victoria for squid. We ended up with a 2. I guess if you want more South Australian land-based fishing action, watch this video next.